and welcome to Speaking of Diamonds. My name is Rich, and welcome to the laboratory. Today, we're going to be doing an experiment with our diamond painting drills. Come into the lab, will you please? Be careful. There are dangerous poisons around. Hello, and welcome back to the lab. So, had to rearrange things a little bit here. Was doing some special effects on a budget there. My bubbling cauldron of poison has been removed. I needed dry ice for that, and dry ice is expensive, and you have to buy a lot of it. And so I waited until my dog's fresh dog food was delivered, and I quick filmed that introduction during work. So here we are. So what are we doing here today? Well, previously I did a video on how to work with ABs, and that involved when working with ABs with your pen, you blot your pen on a moist paper towel, pick up your ABs, place them, and there's no sticking or pulling the wax or putty out of your pen. Inevitably, from that video, there were a number of comments and a number of times that I've been talking to folks that say, oh, well, I just go ahead and lick my pen. And people have said that before that video even. And every time they say that, I would just be like, ooh, what's on those drills? Because I've seen the videos from DAC and other companies about how diamond paintings are made. And these are just in boxes open, sitting out, and they go through and they scoop and put them into the bags and everything like that. And I thought there just has got to be something going on there. So I thought, partially for science, but partially and mostly for entertainment, let's go ahead and see what is exactly on our drills. So what I'm going to do is I have a couple packets of drills here that are from various sources. I don't even really know remember where all of these are from. I'm going to go ahead and put these into our little beaker here. And then I'm going to add some filtered distilled water to moisten them. And then I'm going to take a swab of the drills, and I'm going to go ahead and put them on one of our petri dishes. And then we're going to see what grows. And I'm going to work with a friend who was a biology teacher and see if we can identify exactly what comes off the drills. Now, just quick disclosure, I'm a complete amateur. I bought this stuff off of Amazon. This is a child's kit. This is not, I'm this is serious, but I'm not being serious, and yes, there is going to be something on the drills. There's bacteria on everything in the world, but I just thought it would be fun to try and do this. So I'm going to go ahead and first, and I've gloved up, so I am not contaminating anything. So I'm going to go ahead and get these drills poured into our container here. So those are some crystals, and here are some regular square drills. Here are, these look like AB drills. And then these are fairy dust drills. And again, these are all from at least different different companies, different diamond painting companies. They could have been all made in the same place. I don't know that. But I'm going to go ahead and add some of this water just to make something that I'm able to swab a little bit easier. So I'm going to go ahead and get my petri dish ready. So this is It has a layer of agar at the bottom, which is something that the bacteria will live on uh, and maybe eat. I don't know. Um, and what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to put the swab into whatever you're doing and then sort of zigzag it, not just put it in one area. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do uh, two different I don't know, trays full here, just so that in case I screw up one of them, maybe the other one will work. And then what I think I'm going to do for this one is I'm going to go ahead and get a pen that I've been using for a while that has putty in it and actually swab the putty that's in the pen just to see if there's anything different that comes out of that. So let me go and run and get a pen and I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. I went ahead and got a pen and I got a spare tip, and I wanted to show you one of the um, uh, reasons I thought that this might be a fun thing to do. So what I'm doing is this is putty that I've used, and it's been in this tip for a while. The tip has been put away, but what I'm doing is I'm just scraping one half of the tip here, and I'm hoping you'll be able to. Let me see if I can get this. Okay, can you see how this side of the tip it's white and this side is darker? Looks like maybe it's orangish or reddish or something. So the putty in here is white. So this I scraped off the top here. You can see where I scraped off the top, and this other side is just discolored from picking up those drills. And think about, how many times you've been working on drills and your putty or wax or whatever just stops working all of a sudden. It's not because the putty loses its stick, it's because it gets coated with dust and stuff. So um, we'll go ahead and I'll swab this one. Plus, here's a pen that I used several weeks ago and have yet to put back in my stash. Let me see if I can get this. You could see that there's putty in here as well. So we'll go ahead and do both the pen, the tip, and then the drills. Now, the drills are what I'm going to focus on because those are obvious. They're like, more straightforward as to what's going on. Whereas the pen, you know, I could have sneezed on it or what have you. The drills I just took out of the sealed packaging here um, during the video. So less chance of some self-contamination, if you will. All right. So this is very difficult to open with gloves on. I don't need the gloves. I know I'm not doing anything serious here, but I just thought it'd be fun to bring it along. So, as you recall, I put some distilled filtered water in here. So now we just have a little bit of um, drill soup. I'm going to go ahead and just stir this around, making sure to try and come in contact with all of the drills and whatever has washed off of them with that little bit of water. So now I'm going to go ahead and try and get rid of all of the drills. All right, so we have our drill juice here, and I'm going to go ahead and put some on that one. Let's do it again on this one, just so that I have a second one. I've turned the swab a little bit, spun it. Okay, and then let's do this one. Let me just dip into the water. And now I'm just going to rub the tips of the pen here that I've been picking drills up with. And now here I'm going to use this on the old putty that's here as well and see what I can get. And then again, okay, so here we have, and I'll make sure to mark these. I don't have a pen with me, but I'll mark this one pen, and then this will be tip one, or drill one and drill two. Now, these have to go into a warm place, and it can take anywhere from, I think I read, 3 to 5 days for anything to happen in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark these, and I'm going to put them in my oven with the oven off, of course, but the pilot light is on, and it's definitely going to be warmer than the house, but it's still going to be relatively cool. I don't have an incubator. I don't want to set these on, a heating pad or anything. So they're probably going to take more like 5 days. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these away, and then we will come back in part 2 of this video to see what we have. Stay tuned. You never know. We may discover the next penicillin. We may discover the next pandemic. I hope not. I hope it's the penicillin part. Wouldn't that be amazing? That diamond painting not only helps you with mental health, but here now it can help you with physical health as well, in the form of some type of vaccination or some type of antibiotic. So come on back. Stay tuned. Let's see what grows in our petri dishes. Bye bye.